everyone, I'm Saleena and this is Collectively Real. This series is 7 Questions with Saleena. Happy New Year, guys. I can't believe it's officially 2020. Insane, but I have a really good feeling it's going to be a really great year for all of us. I do have nicknames. A lot of them are like really kind of not embarrassing, but they're just like, you really let people call you that? They're not like cute nicknames, I guess. So, well, I'll start from like when I was a kid, it was CC. I don't know why, because it's not even my initials, but everyone called me CC. That one's cute. It like throughout the years, like progressively kind of got like uglier. My dad called me as a kid, and still actually does call me Lena Bobina. I think that's cute. My dad also calls me Nina. My friends call me Lena. It's gonna get worse. They call me Leaners, Saleena. My supervisor literally calls me Saleena, like at work. He's like, hey Saleena, can you do this? I mean, I love being called Leaners or Saleena. I think it's hilarious. But like I said, it's just not like Cat for Catherine, or, you know, it's nothing like cutesy like that, but they're fun. They're unique, so I'll take it. I am not from San Francisco, but I may as well be. I'm in the city every single day. I'm literally here in San Francisco right now. I love it in the city so much. I went to school out here in San Francisco. I work in San Francisco. It's like a tongue twister saying San Francisco. I'm from the Bay. I'm from like a small town called Portola Valley. It's kind of near Palo Alto, Woodside area. Anyway, yes, I am single. I don't know who is asking. I joked with my friend on New Year's. It was like 11:30. I was literally like checking my emails. Like that's how single I am. Like my phone is so dry. Like literally I had my mom, my sister, my text, and like a group from my best friend, like Sarah and Sabrina. And then the last text other than that was on like that like Thursday before. I think New Year's was a Tuesday. I don't know. You get the idea. Yes, I'm very single. Okay, so I know I didn't get too into it. I mentioned my dreams in, I believe it was either the first or second video I did for 7 Questions of Saleena, but the actual vision that I had of Jesus, this was in real life, not a dream. Eyes were wide open. My mom and I were at a store called Berean. It's a Christian store, and she and I were just walking around the shop, and I stood there. And I remember I literally, I saw him. I saw Jesus. It was pretty much exactly like what we've been told he like looks like. Literally the cloth, the like sandals, everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I had to have been 6, I'd say. I was a little girl. I was very young. And I just stood there, and I was in like, I mean, a little girl, you know, like they see somebody and they're just like, oh. And my mom, she remembers this to this day. She got the chills, and she said that I was just pointing like this, like looking up, like just gazing at him. And I was like, Jesus. My body was still, but like I was pointing as he was like walking. And my mom didn't see him. She didn't see anything. She just saw me standing there, like just completely mesmerized, but with my hand just pointing and saying, Jesus. Like, yeah, no one else sees him? Just me? Like I was just so like, he's here. Very just so sweet. It's a very sweet moment, and I'm so happy I can like still hang on to that memory. Like it's beautiful. And I actually mentioned it to my mom, and she was like, yeah, that she would never forget that moment. So she just knew, you know, being believers, we're not prone to like, oh no, that can never happen. Like it's a miracle. Like that's very much possible. Visions are real. If you have the gift, you have the gift. So that was very cool for both of us to experience. I have a lot, I'm sure. I really don't have like a list at all. I can only think of 2 things at the top of my head, and one is that like I mentioned in a previous video, that I'm very sensitive, like ultra sensitive with everything, and that includes my taste buds. So I cannot do spicy or anything like that, but it's so severe where I like literally peppermint or like anything of like toothpaste, basically I'm beating around the bush. Adult toothpaste is like too spicy for me. So I used children's toothpaste until about 2 years ago. And I finally discovered like the perfect one that I can actually handle without like not crying, but like my eyes would get watery, like my mouth would be burning from like regular Colgate. So lame, but yeah, for a long time I was using kids' toothpaste because it's just like way less potent. Don't worry, I have very healthy teeth and gums. Like I was not missing out on any like nutrients that the adult toothpaste has. My dental care is fine, but that's, I'm sure, a quirk. And another one that is coming to mind is this is very timely. You guys are funny. This was, I'd say 2 weeks ago at work. I got a package in the mail, and I don't get mail at work, so I was like, oh my gosh. I was literally freaking out. I had given the package to my coworkers. I'm like, what the hell is this? I just was freaking out. I'm kind of dramatic sometimes. So anyway, he opened it for me. It was not anything crazy. It was actually really a cool surprise from a movie premiere I did months ago. I looked at them, they're like, wow, you're really freaking out. I go, yeah, like, oh, I hate when my mouth does that. And they're like, does what? And I said, I get like this built up saliva like in the back of my mouth, and my like, it just, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of just like, ew, this sounds so gross, I'm so sorry guys, it kind of like sits there and I could just feel it like all building up. And they're like, what does that even mean? And I go, I don't know, I just do that when I kind of get nervous or anxious, I guess. So yeah, I guess I didn't know that was a quirk until I found out it was a quirk. So I wish I had more to give you right now. I'll think about it, and if I think of anything else, I'll do another video. Definitely sunrise. I don't know. Sunrise is beautiful. It shows potential for a day. It's literally the start of something new, and that happens every single day, no matter how good or bad the night before was, because it always starts with a new beginning, and I love that. I don't know, sunset is very sad for me. It's like, you know, the day's over. I don't like things ending. I don't like goodbyes, and I'm sure that is like more of a subconscious reason why I don't really care for sunsets and why I prefer sunrises. I'm sure there's this whole philosophical thing, but yeah, I'm definitely a sunrise gal. I am closer with my mom. I talked to my dad, definitely. He was over just literally last night. I've just always connected better with my mom. I'm very much a girl's girl. Yeah, so my mom is really my best friend. I think I would. I really do. It's funny because I weirdly get asked all the time if I'm a mom, and I don't know if I should like take that offensively. I'm just like, no. I literally, every time they ask me, I'm like, do I look, okay, sure. Maybe sometimes I dress very mom-ish, perhaps even grandma-ish. Sometimes I admit that, but I don't know. I kind of, I get really surprised when I get asked that. I mentioned this to a coworker of mine recently, and he laughed. He was like, why do they ask me? I go, I don't know. I don't know. But he says I am very motherly, so I think it is ultimately a compliment. Yeah, I really am. I am really nurturing and caring, and I mean, I love kids, so I think I would be a good mom. That was a really fun round as always. I love these 7 questions, and I don't know, I'm just in a really good mood. It's like I said about the sunrise sunset thing, 2020 is such a fresh start, but it's only if you choose for it to be. Yes, it's a new year by definition, but you choose to make it a new year, and I'm really opting for that for myself. So I hope you guys do the same, and same procedure as always. You can go to my Tumblr page to ask questions anonymously. You can definitely drop questions in the comment section or in my DM. Whatever works for you will always work for me. And thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you next week.